Some of you asked me last days what I will share about feedback, how to give proper feedback to people, and how you can learn it because you have issue with it and you think it's part of the communication, and you are right, this is part of the communication. So let me share it with you what you can do about feedback. Welcome guys on my channel where we get together to communicate your way to success. In today's video I want to share you one rule to share, like one way of sharing the feedback if you need to give feedback to someone at work, or if you want to give feedback to your partner about something, and how to do it in the way that you will not destroy the relationship, that you will not be taken as a rude person, and that other side will listen and take it on board. So what I'm doing in my previous jobs, many times I was asked for feedback. When I train people, that later I needed to give them a feedback, especially when I train them from customer service side. So we do some phone calls or we do face-to-face sale. Later I needed to give people feedback to help them understand what they can improve. And the feedback, let's make it clear from beginning, the feedback is not about what other person did wrong. It's about what they did good and what they can improve. So the first thinking in your head should be what they can improve and what they did brilliantly good. And I want to put this awareness because many times when I got my feedback, it was like, you've done this wrong. And the list was never ending. And because I know myself and my value, I still took it on board. But many people will take it as really rude and they will just shut down on this word and they will not do anything with them. And they will take it really personal. Even if it's not personal, even if it's about work, for example, they will still take it personal. So just to avoid the situation, what you need to do, I call it feedback sandwich. It just how I remember about it. People call it different ways. You maybe heard about that, maybe not. So what it is, when someone, let's say, when you train someone to do phone calls to customers or pick up the calls from the customers. So let's just focus, you are the manager of a certain team and you train them to deal with the customers over the phone. And you do these phone calls, like training phone calls with your employees. So what you can do in terms of the feedback, you can do two ways. You can say them, oh, you done A, B, C, D wrong. Or you can do it different way. You can focus on this, what they need to improve and what they've done good. So what's the formula? First, you share with people what they've done really good. And you say, you know, I love to use John. I don't know why I like this name in my videos, but I just use John. So you say, John, when you did this call, you had really nice tone of voice and a speed of your voice. I think it was brilliantly that I could understand you clear, and I felt calm and safe in your hand, let's say, because of the voice which you had. And that's a good thing, isn't it? And John will feel happy that he is useful and he is doing things right. And later, you try to avoid word bad, because when you use bad, it's like you're taking John from here till here. You couldn't even see here, but it's really low. So you don't want to do it to John because he is already uplifted. He is already happy that he is doing this in the right way. So instead of using bad, you can use and. If there is anything else what you could do even better, I would focus to not using this word, because that could be understood that way by the customer. You see what I mean? So you give, so after good things, you're using and, you sharing your point that what could be done better, and you explaining the reason why you think it should be improved. Because if you say, and I think you should do this way, and that's it, some people need to understand it why. And I want you to give this why every single time. Even if they are kind of aware why, it would be kind of clear. But you are not in their head and you cannot fully say that they are on the same page as you are. So just make them on the same page. Say and, say what needs to be improved and give the reason why. And afterwards, you need to say something good. To close the conversation down, you need to say something positive about the John's work again. So you are just closing this up by, I don't know, generally, John, I think your personality with reflecting the feelings of customer. You can be really empathic to them, not sympathetic as we expect in this business. So just carry on with your work and focus on these few things which they are to improve, but well done. And you just giving this message to John, you uplifted John so much. He will be happier because he felt he did a good job, and at the same time he will focus from the next call, from the next training part, on improving the sites. And to be honest, I've used it every single time for everyone who I needed to train in my whole life, and every single time it worked. And it helped me to sign off people much quicker in the company than it could be done without it. So I hope that was useful, guys. And if you need to give the feedback to your employee or even to your client or to someone in your family, use this tactic. And remember, 3 stages, and don't use word bad, because word bad in this situation is just destroying a lot. And I want you to build still stronger relationships, not something which is like weak. And if you want to know more about communication, I've put more about feedback in the comment below, because there is the course online which I've created about it, and about a few more tips about communication. So if you are interested, don't forget to sign up to this course. And as well, if you want to be aware of next videos, because they are every single day, and I hope you don't want to miss it out, you just need to go and subscribe to my channel. And that's it, simple as that. Almost nothing, no work, you know, like it's just one click, and it keeps me motivated and happy. So I hope, guys, you did enjoy it. Thank you one more time for your time, and I'm gonna see you tomorrow. Kisses.